Hey everybody, good afternoon. Mr. King here to give you an overview of the new Thought Leader outline. Um, I decided that we need to take a step back with our Thought Leader project, and we need to start by first focusing on claim, evidence, and reasoning, or in this case, topic, sentence, evidence, and reasoning, before we get to writing full 6-sentence paragraphs. So let me show you what we're going to do. In our new Thought Leader outline, we have a distinct topic sentence for each paragraph. Now, we have this first topic sentence that I wrote for you about Revenge of the Geeks. Now, if you would like to write your own topic sentence and use that instead of mine, you are welcome to. However, to focus on the meat of the skill we're learning, I have given you a topic sentence to use. And that topic sentence is: Alexandra Robbins' Revenge of the Geeks communicates the message that our differences can be our greatest strengths. So, read the below excerpt from Revenge of the Geeks and highlight supporting evidence yellow. So this is our topic sentence, or our claim, and we are looking for evidence, textual evidence from Revenge of the Geeks that communicates this message that our differences can be our greatest strengths. Now I'll actively read through this section of the text, and I'll be thinking actively, which part of this excerpt of Revenge of the Geeks shows me that our differences can be our greatest strengths, our topic sentence. And I read through, there were a few quotes I could use, but the one that I would like to use is right here. So I'm going to actually use this whole paragraph, and I'm going to highlight this yellow. I'm going to highlight this yellow just like the instructions say, because I believe that this quote sends the message that our differences can be our greatest strengths. Oh, but I don't stop there. Now I have my topic sentence, I have my textual evidence, and I continue to scroll down, and I see paraphrase. Remember what this word means? Paraphrase means explain in your own words what this quote means. So let me paraphrase this quote. Okay, so I am just paraphrasing in my own words what this quote up here says. What does this quote directly state? Well, this quote directly states that as a child, J.K. Rowling was an outcast who often read books and created fictional worlds. We see that in this sentence. Right? If one is daydreaming, like I can infer that she is daydreaming about like a fictional world, because I know that she's a fiction author who's very imaginative. Rowling used her experience as an outcast and her affinity for fiction to write novels starring outcasts. And that's the second sentence. She wrote books with outcasts as the main characters. So I'm just paraphrasing the quote. In my reasoning, I'm now going to explain how this quote proves my topic sentence that our differences can be our greatest strengths. Okay. My reasoning. This quote sends the message that our differences can be our greatest strengths. Remember, our topic sentence says that Revenge of the Geeks communicates the message that our differences can be our greatest strengths. Because J.K. Rowling used her imaginative nature to become a best-selling author, period. Despite being punished by her school peers for her unique talents and interest in fiction, Rowling ultimately turned her imagination into a strength that made her a successful author. So basically, my topic sentence says that our differences can be our greatest strengths. And then simply in the reasoning, I'm explaining how J.K. Rowling turned her differences into her greatest strengths. Right? I think this is going to be way simpler and way more accessible for all of you now that the topic sentence is more customized to the text. Because I think that what a lot of people were struggling with was finding a way to get one single thesis statement supported by these three different texts, and that is a useful skill, but it's not nearly as important as like CER or writing paragraphs. So we're gonna forget about having one single thesis statement that all of the text supports, and we're just gonna focus on CER, and you'll see that I actually wrote a distinct topic sentence that is more aligned with each particular text. let's do that. So I just gave you an example of what would score a 4 with the Revenge of the Geeks, and it's your job to do the same thing with the Metamorphosis and Encountering the Other. Please note that there is a different topic sentence for the Metamorphosis, and the Metamorphosis, Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis communicates the message that anger toward others leads to isolation. Right? And lastly, there is an entirely different topic sentence for Encountering the Other, and it says, Richard Kapuscinski's Encountering the Other communicates the message that failure to understand others leads to prejudice. And do the same process with Encountering the Other. I know we've spent a lot of time on these texts. We will move on to other texts this week. Don't worry. Message me with questions. See you soon.